Hi, I'm Christel, and I'm here to do a reading, what I call the Frazzled and Frayed reading for each of the zodiac signs, because we're living in a time where things are quite overwhelming and people may be stressed, and some of you may feel that really, anxiety, stressed. You may even feel low or depressed, exhausted, all that sort of feelings. And I'm just going to do a reading to give you a way to deal with that, sort of a remedy, a potion, an antidote to deal with the stress and anxiety that comes with all these changes and all these weird energies, and also these weird things that have been happening in 2020 and are still happening because we're not at the end of the year yet. But astrologically speaking, it's going to get a little bit more calm towards the second half of this month, and then December and the end of this year. So let's hope that's true. And then for now, I'm going to just start your reading. This is the reading Frayed and Frazzled for Sagittarius. Making space and starting with these cards, the main ones. Okay, so let's start here. Ace of Swords came out a lot in other zodiac signs as well. Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Wands, the Fool. So usually what happened when I was reading was that this was the fear and this is the remedy. And I think it is. But I think here in this also lies partly remedy. The Fool is present when you start something new, you start a new adventure, you start a new cycle. Whether that's starting a new job, whether that's starting a new relationship, whether that's moving the location where you live, whatever it is, there is a new cycle beginning for you. And of course, a new cycle beginning will stir up fear and anxiety, and also a sense of loss. Because even though we're standing behind our decision and our new cycle, maybe we're not ready yet to give into it and to go fully ahead with it. I think therein lies the fear. Therein also lies that sense of loss, because starting something new also often means leaving other stuff behind. Maybe leaving a job behind, a career behind, a place where you love to live. Maybe you love to live somewhere and you need for whatever reason, or you want for whatever reason to relocate. It still may cause you stress, anxiety, and this sense of loss. So yes, so this is very interwoven, these two cards. So the new cycle stirs up that. And it can also stir up overthinking. In a way, this card can be the card of overthinking, but in this case, I think here as I said, sometimes the remedy lies in here. Now, this here, in a way, is connected with the actual fear and the actual reason of you feeling frayed and frazzled, but it also is part of the solution. So first of all, when you are here, when you're starting this new cycle, and you have been thinking about it, and you have been going round and round in the circle, because swords is thoughts, ideas, communication, it's mental. Swords, it's about the mind. So there has been a lot of rational thinking, and that's good. But sometimes you have to stop thinking and overthinking and go straight to the heart of the matter. This is the heart of the matter. Because if you go to the heart of the matter, of what it is you're afraid of, or of what it is why you are still resisting that new cycle, or not immersing yourself and letting yourself fall and just see where you end up, then go to the heart, because that is the aha moment. This is the moment where you break through. And when you break through that constant circle thinking, loop thinking, then you can move forward. You can move forward towards this King of Wands. You can become in control of manifesting, of taking passionate action. You know, you become the lion, the strong-hearted lion, the king of the savannah. You can become the ruler of whatever this new journey is. But we have this card still. So in a way, it is that sense of loss. And I think it's very important that you also acknowledge that emotion, that sense of loss, that anxiety, that fear, that stress that this new cycle causes. Because in acknowledging something and giving it a name and really looking at it a little bit rationally, like the Ace of Swords can do, you can better handle it. You can really look at, you know, which emotion is really useful to you and which thoughts and fears are useful to you and which ones are not. And then you also come to be the king, because you start to master these fears. You are the fearless lion. And that is so important here. So it is about, you know, really what should happen here is that this fool, this person who's standing on the cliff, on the edge of the cliff, just lets herself fall in the water and then sees what happens. But of course, when we're standing at the edge of the cliff, we will think about, oh my God, what if the water's not deep enough? Oh my God, what if I don't come up fast enough? Oh my God, what if? That's the what if. But you have to go to the heart of the matter also. Here, the what if I lose? What if I can't do it? What if it doesn't work? See these two? But you need to break through this too. And you can, because the light is shining there. So you can rationalize it, you can break through it, and you can acknowledge these emotions, these fears, these anxieties, these worries, this pain, this hurt, this sense of loss. And then you become this king. If you are the king and you lead into the journey as the fearless king, the lion that isn't afraid of anything, and that is the ruler of the savannah, the ruler of his kingdom, like in the Lion King, then you can drop. You can just let yourself fall into that new path, that new cycle. So let's see what this says. So this is development. Slowly but surely, continuity, progress, but, steady but slow progress. And it's also saying to continue and to go on, to persist, to keep on going, to let go here, and to keep maybe going here, but not as, this slave of your thoughts, to just go to the light. And that will be sometimes a bit slow, because you have lots of steps to take, but that's okay. Be okay with the slow progress, but make sure there is progress, and you get progress by cutting through to the heart of the matter, and by acknowledging this, darker card, your darker part, your shadow, your fears. And then sometimes life stings, says the wasp spirit. Yeah, sometimes life stings. Sometimes it's not easy to start this new cycle. And sometimes, when we have this sense of loss, it really hurts, it stings. And we're not really, we as a human species, we're not doing so well with losing things, because we get attached, and we are not so well with a new journey, because change is scary, it's frightening, because we don't know what's on the other side. We don't know where our new path will lead us. And that sometimes stings, but we can overcome the sting. We can remedy the sting by dealing with the emotions, by dealing with the sting. And by putting, for example, in the old days, when I remember when I got stung by a wasp, my mother would put vinegar on it, and then the pain would almost immediately disappear. So we have to deal with it. We deal with the wound, we deal with the sting, and then we become this king, and then we can let ourselves drop. So Sagittarius, that's it for you, and I'll hope to see you soon. Bye.